The snow was falling sideways across Seattle the night Ted Bundy first felt the itch. January 4th, 1974. He was 27, handsome in a pressed peacoat, hair parted neat as a choir boy. Joni Lenz, 18, never saw him coming. She woke in a pool of her own blood, a bedpost jammed inside her, skull cracked like an egg. Ted slipped back into the dark, heart racing, already planning the next. He was good at planning. Law student by day, charmer by dusk. Girls trusted the smile, the soft voice, the way he leaned on a crutch with a fake limp. "Can you help me with these books?" he'd ask, and they'd follow him to the Volkswagen Beetle, tan, dented, no passenger seat. Inside, ski mask, handcuffs, crowbar, garbage bags, tools of the trade. Linda Ann Healy vanished next. February 1st, her pillowcase soaked red, sheets gone, alarm clock still ticking. Ted kept the nightgown folded in his trunk like a souvenir. By spring, the bodies were stacking. Donna Manson, Susan Rancourt, Roberta Parks, Brenda Ball, Georgian Hawkins, all college girls, long dark hair parted in the middle, all gone between dusk and dawn. He'd strangle them in the car, drive to Taylor Mountain, rape the corpses under starlight, shampoo the hair, apply makeup, pose them like dolls. Sometimes he came back days later for seconds. Utah, 1975. The itch had grown teeth. He moved south, new hunting ground. Melissa Smith, 17, last seen leaving a pizza parlor. Found a month later in the Wasatch Range, stockings knotted tight around her throat. Laura Aim, same age, hitchhiking. Skull crushed, body dumped in a riverbed. Karen Campbell, vacationing nurse, disappeared from a ski lodge elevator. Ted kept her earrings in a coffee can. Cops finally caught a break in August. Carol DeRonch, 18, fought him off in a Salt Lake City parking lot. Handcuffs snapped on one wrist, she kicked the door, ran screaming. Description: clean-cut guy, Volkswagen, slight limp. 3 days later, police pulled Ted over for a busted taillight. Inside the car, ski mask, ice pick, pantyhose mask, handcuffs. Enough. But Ted was slippery. He talked his way into court, represented himself, flashed that grin at the jury. Escaped twice. First from a Colorado courthouse window, 6 days on the run. Second from a jail cell with a hacksaw hidden in a meal, Christmas 1977. He was in Florida, sun-bleached and starving for one last spree. Chi Omega Sorority House, Florida State University, January 15, 1978, 3 a.m. He crept through the back door with a chunk of oak log. Margaret Bowman, 21, strangled with her own pantyhose, skull shattered. Lisa Levy, 20, bitten on the breast, nipple nearly severed, penetrated with a hairspray bottle. Karen Chandler and Kathy Kleiner survived the blitz, faces pulped. 40 minutes later, Cheryl Thomas down the street got the same treatment, barely lived. He snatched 12-year-old Kimberly Leach from her junior high in Lake City on February 9th. Kept her 2 days. Dumped her in a pigsty, panties stuffed in her mouth. The bite marks on her buttocks matched Ted's crooked teeth. Final stop, a Pensacola apartment complex. Officer David Lee smelled weed, saw the stolen plates, chased the Beetle. Ted fought like a cornered dog, took 4 bullets, still tried to crawl away. In the trunk, Polaroids of headless girls, a ski mask, a machete. Trial in Miami, summer 1979. Televised circus. Ted wore bow ties, argued motions, cross-examined witnesses. The jury took 6 hours, guilty on all counts. Judge Edward Cowart looked down and said, "You're a bright young man. You'd have made a good lawyer. I'd have loved to have you practice in front of me. But you went another way, partner. Take care of yourself." Death sentence, twice over. Rayford Prison, death row. Ted confessed to 30 murders, hinted at more. Skulls in the mountains, torsos in the rivers. "I'm the most cold-hearted son of a bitch you'll ever meet," he told the shrinks. January 24th, 1989. strapped to Old Sparky leather mask over the grin. Witnesses watched the body jerk, smoke curl from the right leg. At 7:16 a.m., he was pronounced. Outside, college kids partied with Burn Bundy Burn signs and beer. The Volkswagen sits in a Tennessee museum now, rust eating the fenders. The mountains keep their secrets. And somewhere, a girl with long dark hair parted in the middle still looks over her shoulder when the snow starts to fall sideways.